Welcome back to Dr. Dolittle, Chapter 13, The Barbary Dragon. Everything would have gone all right if the pig had not caught a cold while eating the damp sugar cane on the island. This is what happened. They pulled up the anchor without a sound and were moving the pirate ship very, very carefully out of the bay. Gub suddenly sneezed so loud that the pirates on the other ship came rushing upstairs to see what the noise was. The pirates sailed the other ship right across the entrance to the bay so that the doctor could not get out into the open sea. Then the leader of these bad men, who called himself Ben Ali, the Barbary Dragon, shook his fist at the doctor. "Ha ha," he shouted, "you are caught, my fine friend. You were going to run off with my ship, eh? But you are not a good enough sailor to beat Ben Ali, the Barbary Dragon. I want that duck you've got, and the pig, too. We'll have pork chops and roast duck for supper tonight. And before I let you go home, you must make your friends send me a trunk full of gold." Poor Gub began to weep, and Dab made ready to fly to save her life. "Oh, let them come on," said Jip. "We can fight the dirty rascals. There are only 6 of them. Let them come on. I'd love to tell that collie next door when we get home that I had bitten a real pirate. Let 'em come. We can fight them." "But they have pistols and swords," said the doctor. "No, that would never do. I must talk to him. Look here, Ben Ali." But before the doctor could say any more, the pirates began to sail the ship nearer. They were laughing with glee and saying, "Who shall be the first to catch the pig?" Poor Gub was very frightened. The push-me-pull-you began to sharpen his horns for a fight by rubbing them on the mast of the ship. Jip kept singing and springing into the air and barking and calling Ben Ali bad names in dog language. But then something seemed to go wrong with the pirates. They stopped laughing and cracking jokes. They looked puzzled. Then Ben Ali stared down at his feet and suddenly yelled out, "Thunder and lightning, men, the boat's leaking." The other pirates peered over the side and saw that the boat was indeed getting lower and lower in the water. And one of them said to Ben Ali, "But surely if this old boat were sinking, we should see the rats leaving it." And Jip shouted across from the other ship, "You great duffers, there are no rats there to leave. They left 2 hours ago. Ha ha to you." But of course the men did not understand him. Soon the front end of the ship began to go down and down, faster and faster. The pirates clung to the rails and masts and ropes to keep them from sliding off. Then the sea rushed in through all the windows and the doors, and at last the ship plunged right down to the bottom of the sea, making a dreadful gurgling sound, and the 6 bad men were left bobbing about in the deep water of the bay. Some of them started to swim for the island. Others tried to get onto the boat where the doctor was, but Jip kept snapping at their noses, so they were afraid to climb up the side of the ship. Then suddenly they all cried out in great fear, "The sharks! The sharks are coming! Let us get onto the ship before they eat us. Help, help, the sharks, the sharks!" All over the bay, big sharks were swimming swiftly through the water, and one great shark came near to the ship. He poked his nose out of the water and said to the doctor, "Are you John Dolittle, the famous animal doctor?" "Yes," said Dr. Dolittle. "That is my name." "Well," said the shark, "we know these pirates to be a bad lot, especially Ben Ali. If they are annoying you, we will gladly eat them for you. Then you would not be troubled any more." "Thank you," said the doctor, "but I don't think you need to eat them. Don't let any of them reach the shore until I tell you. Just keep them swimming about, will you? And please make Ben Ali swim over here that I may talk to him." So the shark went off and chased Ben Ali over to the doctor. "Listen, Ben Ali," said John Dolittle, leaning over the side. "You have been a very bad man. These good sharks here have just offered to eat you up for me. But if you will promise to do as I tell you, I will let you go in safety." "What must I do?" asked the pirate. He looked down sideways at the big shark who was smelling his leg under the water. "You must kill no more people," said the doctor. "You must stop stealing. You must never sink another ship. You must give up being a pirate altogether." "But what shall I do then?" asked Ben Ali. "How shall I live?" "You and all your men must go onto the island and be birdseed feeders." "Farmers," the doctor answered. "You must grow birdseed for the canaries." The Barbary Dragon turned pale with anger. "Grow birdseed?" he groaned in disgust. "Can't I be a sailor?" "No," said the doctor, "you cannot. You have been a sailor long enough, and not a very nice one. For the rest of your life you must be a peaceful farmer. The shark is waiting. Do not waste any more of his time. Make up your mind." "Thunder and lightning," Ben Ali muttered. "Birdseed!" The big shark was then smelling his other leg. "Very well," said the Barbary Dragon sadly. "We'll be farmers. And remember," said the doctor, "that if you do not keep your promise, the canaries will come and tell me. And be very sure that I will find a way to punish you. As long as the birds and the animals and the fishes are my friends, I do not have to be afraid of a pirate chief, even though he calls himself the Dragon of Barbary. Now go and be a good farmer and live in peace." Then the doctor turned to the big shark. He waved his hand and said, "All right, let them swim safely to the land."